It's Riff Arcade. Welcome to another wonderful Thursday night. We got Butts on the horn. We got... That's it. It's just me and Butts right now.
It's a small horn.
Boom, 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 boom. It never stops. The sad trombone will never cease. No, the pre-gamers, they're they're nursing a hangover. It's fine. I'll tell their business. Robert's coming. He's on his way. Oh Lord, he coming.
He better.
In the meantime, let's get Mr. Michael Butts in the party.
I'm gonna partay.
So,
Like to rock the party.
Butts, does Facebook look different to you? Did they change it on you too?
It's black. It's like night mode or something.
Yeah, they did dark mode among other things.
Yeah, dark mode.
And
I don't pay attention to what Facebook does.
it's the drunk uncle over there in the corner.
Yeah.
I changed again. Yeah, all right. Okay.
I had it. So I was cleaning today, and just some guy just wandered up, and we started talking for a little bit, and he got on this subject. He was older than me about when I was growing up, like we didn't have to worry about people like hurting us. We could just play in the streets until it was dark, and no one got kidnapped or anything, and you didn't have to worry about trick or treating. And it was just a standard. Things were better when we're doing Frontline. Things were better when I was younger. Not post, my God. Like just rant, and I was like, this is so refreshing to hear this again. Not like, boy, the world's blowing up. It was just like, you young kids, you got it different now. I was like, this is good. Yeah, things probably were different. Yeah, trick or treating. Yeah, I was just like, he was complaining, but I was so happy. I'm just like, this is quaint and nice.
Yeah, such a change of pace.
Yeah, if the biggest complaint you have is like, trick or treaters nowadays, I'm like, oh yeah, trick or treaters.
I accidentally queued as my scholar, and my scholar bar has not been done. So
it's okay. I queued as a tank, and I'm just gonna run around.
Me and you both. We'll see what we can do.
I still don't know how to do PvP. I'm just like, I guess I kill more people than I die. That's what I do. That's what gets you points. I don't know. Everyone's like, go to north, do this. I'm like, okay.
The general gist is just stay with the group. Don't get separate. And if you're a tank, that means you'll be... How do tanks work in PvP? You can't. I
don't know. This is the first time I've done this.
You can't
pull aggro.
Yeah, you can't make them attack you unless you can. I don't know.
That would be funny.
I think you just have to be the first in front of everybody.
So I'm riding this little pig, and I'm like, what are his ears?
Oh,
like, what kind of meat? What kind of meat do you think you get off the ears? Like, is that a lot? Would it be like the ribs? Or like a really tough meat you have to slow cook? Because the rears are doing a lot of work, but like they're real thin too. So it's like all cartilage. I don't know what, like, I'm just like, what kind of culinary options do I have here, Porksy?
What's really funny is just this morning I edited the Pokemon Snap video. Spoilers. I just edited the Pokemon Snap video where we talked about eating Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing a lot of meat talk from Michael Butts today.
Oh yeah. Like, could you make it, like, the Pokemon universe is just a carnival of horrors to me. It's like, could you make stationery out of Sundewu? Like, stuff like that, or, just think of, like, listen to their biology. Like, apply that to the real world. Like, this is terrible.
Like in that universe, like Ash accidentally sets his pencil down next to a Pokedex, and Pokedex is like, "This is Sudowoodo." Oh God, no.
Yeah, yeah. Or like, do Pokemon eat other Pokemon? Is that in canon, where it's like, this Pokemon eats this Pokemon, or like, is it no Pokemon ever eat anything? They're all vegetarians. That kind of thing. No, you're gonna tell me no human has ever looked at, I don't know, the Psyduck and be like, I wonder what it is.
You'd think they'd have to, right?
I would. It's like, It's like a great survival thing because it's like, oh, I can capture this animal and store it in a tiny ball and just recall it whenever I need it. Like, boy, that'd be great on like the trail or something. Oh, I'm dead.
Me too. We went to 2 separate fights, which is probably half the problem. Shouldn't have split up. Our team split cleanly. One group went to the middle and one group went north.
Well, we are the twin adders.
Call it like we sees it.
Yeah. Woods will be done.
I guess.
Stupid. That's a good.
What is the woods will? Just like, don't
I know.
burn.
Like,
okay.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want a tongue twister for our motto. Woods will. It's hard to say. It's like Russell Westbrook. It's hard to say.
What'd you say?
Russell Westbrook.
Russell.
He's a basketball player.
Westbrook.
Russell. Yeah, it's hard. Russell, like the kid from Up, and then West, like north, south, east, west, and then Brook, as in a tiny stream. Russell Westbrook. It's
Russell
really hard
Westbrook.
to say fast.
It is a tongue twister.
Amazing basketball player. Very hard to say his name quickly when you're angry. Russell Westbrook.
Like announcers.
Yeah. Oh, there are the dishes that are Russell Westbrook.
Oh, what are we doing? What's the plan here, guys? Oh, well, I guess there's one way over here. No one's at. Nope, it's been claimed. One on our side was claimed by the Maelstrom.
Good for them.
Oops.
For coin in country.
Is that what is the Maelstrom's? I mean, well, I know the Maelstrom is. What is the Immortal Flames?
I think it's for
thing?
coin in country or something like that.
Okay.
It's for coin and something else.
That makes sense.
Where on earth did you just go?
Oh, I'm
here.
here.
Like, I thought you were still on your mount and it just disappeared, and I was like, oh my god, where did it go?
I fell through the floor. Butts, I fell through the floor.
Like you disappeared like a ghost. I was like, Josh, no.
Oh yeah, when I got off the mount, like the mount kept
I didn't
going
know you.
and
Yeah, the
faded
mount
out.
kept going. Yeah. But I thought you were still on it. I was like, whoa.
Ooh. Tonight on Ghost Stories, spooky ghost stories with Riff Arcade.
I'll plug the pre-gamer stuff. They're doing a Silent Hill 2 thing.
That looked awesome.
I haven't fully been able to watch it. I just know that they posted it. Man, I haven't killed a single person.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing the easy stuff at this point.
Killing is wrong though. But...
Spooky ghost stories. The hook was still on the video game controller. What?
You told him to press the start button, but it was the select button.
No!
Don't you know a couple of those, like those creepypastas about video games and stuff?
Oh yeah. First off, Run Disney 1994. Yes. Time for sensory overload from Riff Arcade. That is what this game is. I mean, I remember the first time I played this game. It was I had no idea what was going on. Luckily, all the things you see here, you don't start the game with like all this stuff. It's slowly added in as you do tutorials and all that fun stuff. But yes, I love video game creepypastas. They're so good. One that I like is someone's at a garage sale and they find a copy of Super Mario 64, but the label's been ripped off and someone's just written Super Mario 64 in Sharpie. Which is how like 95% of video game creepypastas start. It's like, I noticed the label was torn off and the words da-da-da were written in marker. But some of the finer details of it was the painting. There was a painting of Luigi. And, you know, because of the paintings in Super Mario 64 that you jump into to go into the level. So it was a painting of Luigi, and he jumped in the level, but the level was all messed up and glitched, and so the guy died really fast. And, you know, the battles are just like the oh. But on top of that, there's also this piercing human scream that was unsettlingly real. And when they came back out, the picture of Luigi was still there, but now it looked like Luigi had begun to like grow pale and like sort of discolor a little bit, and that happened a few more times. And each time he dies, the picture of Luigi slowly becomes more rotten and like decayed.
Oh, like a Dorian Gray thing, yeah.
Yeah, until he's completely dead. And then after Luigi has become a skeleton, he goes in and dies one more time and gets a game over. But when he reloads the game, the picture of Luigi is now replaced with a picture of the storyteller's actual real-life family. And he's like, oh, nope.
Yep, oh, okay.
Turns the game off and disposes of it immediately.
Yeah, breaks it.
Yeah.
Like, you could probably get away with that kind of stuff in, like, the early 90s, where it's just like you walk into a level and you're like, this level's weird. Like, I'm going through the floor and this is backwards and the animations don't work. But, like, nowadays it'd be like, oh, that's just glitching. Okay. And, like, we're so used to weird video game stuff now that we're like, it's probably just needs to reload.
Yeah, true. Well, the way with video games are made nowadays, where like everything's patched in later.
Yeah. How many video game ghosts have been killed because they were like, oh, we'll do a patch for that. It's fine.
True. Ugh. But what's really cool is now that sort of the advent of ROM modding and video game modding and that sort of thing has taken off. People have taken old creepypastas and actually turned them into actual games. So, because nowadays people could take the ROM of Super Mario 64 and actually add the decaying, like they could code it to make everything up to your family appearing actually be in the mod, which is really cool, actually. I like that.
Yeah.
Robert
Also,
Art.
hi, I'm here.
Okay, yes, I was about to say.
I speaking of creepy boo.
Ah! I thought I heard you get on, you rascal.
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt the story.
It's a good one.
Turn the game volume down a little. Okay, how are we doing? We are losing. Cool. Good. Cool. I just want my wolf marks, and then you can release me from this misery. Thanks.
In this farce.
Robert, both of us accidentally queued for PvP as roles we do not have ready.
Uh-oh.
So I'm literally I'm just hanging back and getting the easy ones that's on our base, basically.
Yeah, you could do that. I gotta get up in there and punch somebody in the face with an axe.
And so far it's worked too. I've usually been the only person over here.
How's Warrior in PvP nowadays? Because I used to do that.
I don't know.
PvP twice and I died.
This is the second time. This is the first time I've ever done this. So
Robert's like, Butts is saying, I'm currently doing it, and I have no idea.
yeah, it is confusing, and I don't like it. That's no indication of Warrior. That's just I'm confused and I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's actually try to heal people. Oh, Butts, you're being attacked. Where are you?
Oh yeah.
There you are.
Oh yeah.
Why can't I target you? Dang it. There we go.
I'm dying.
You're getting healed.
Woo! I mean, there's no point in me doing this here.
Yeah, there's nobody here.
I just picked a fight for no reason.
Good. As a warrior should.
Then I can punch. Hope everybody had a happy Bobby Bonilla Day on July 1st.
Huh? Oh, I can't res, right. Oh, Protect is still here? Oh, they left Protect in PvP? It's so gross.
Can I get a Protect, Josh?
No.
Yeah.
What do I look like? A healer?
Yeah. Like patch 4.0.
Robert, new patch drops August 11th.
Oh, what is it?
We don't know yet. That's all they've said.
Oh,
Just
it's
more.
Just like 4.4 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 5.3. But yeah.
Okay. So this is the one that's been delayed for forever because like Corona, right?
Right. So the only thing we definitely know is there's going to be a new 24-man, a new near raid.
A new what?
Near raid from the Near game. It's like
that's
like
like
that
Automata.
game.
like a crossover. That's what I thought
Yeah.
you said, but I was confused because
I
that's
saved you,
not the
Josh.
game you're playing.
Oh no, you did.
I died.
I turned around like, I saved you, buddy. Josh.
Like at this
Oh,
point, both teams are just on our base taking our nodes. So it's like we're actively just being bullied at this point. Like they have the entire rest of the map to worry about, and they're all here.
They're spawn camping.
They are spawn camping. Both teams
hate
have
that.
pincer attacked us.
It's a legitimate
Oh,
strategy.
is that the actual term for that?
A pincer attack?
Yeah.
It can be, yeah. It was in
Someone who knows
Final
nothing
Fantasy
about
X.
Military tactics.
Oh. I don't know about military tactics. That's Final Fantasy X. They call it a pincer attack.
I think it's actual like the pencil
Yeah,
mover.
in military it means like you're fighting someone on the left, and then suddenly a force of that person comes from the right. They just like flank you pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like they turn it into a two-sided fight, and you're just like, oh god, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic pincer move.
Yeah, our team is consistently fighting over nothing. Just picking fights out in the middle of the arena.
We're just trying to live. Just
Oh
want to live.
yeah. We only have 266 points, and the other two teams are about to win. Wow. This is the worst butt kicking I've gotten in PvP in a long time. Or ever, possibly. So Robert, what do you think about new Facebook? It's over!
Oh yeah, it popped that on me like as soon as I was going live, and I was like, I do not have time for this. We're going back to classics. So I haven't actually looked at it at all.
Yeah, I haven't messed with it.
As I was literally going live when it's like, we changed Facebook. Do you want to see? I was like, no, not now.
Not now, darn it.
Dang it,
No
Zuckerberg,
thanks.
not now.
Not now, Zuckerberg!
Mark!
Now of all times, Zuckerberg.
Did you ever go back? Oh, I have enough for the mount. To the Wolf Pier.
Back-
The mount?
Back to the
Yeah. Yeah, did you go back to new Facebook after you were done?
no.
Okay.
And that was Tuesday when I got it, and then I was live, and I haven't been on Facebook except to like post from my phone.
Gotcha.
My social media presence right now is just a farce for me promoting my comic, I'll be honest.
That's fine.
I do not interact on there unless I'm promoting myself.
No, you're doing it right. Jeez.
Am I?
Yes, my God. Just stay off Facebook, all of you. Unless you're watching Riff Arcade or Radiant Collapse.
Throw a like and subscribe.
Don't just follow Riff Arcade. Unfollow everybody else. All your friends.
Only see us.
There's only
one.
Riff Arcade. Only. And Radiant
That's a good
Collapse.
We've now entered into the post-apocalyptic portion of 2020.
Yeah, but I have the 20,000 wolf seals, so I can get the Magitech Sky Armor now. Which is the only reason I was doing PvP, pretty much.
The Magitech Sky Armor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to show me what it looks like.
Alright, I'm about to come to the house with it.
That sounds
Okay.
cool.
I've got 12,000 seals, so that's pretty
All
close.
Okay, I'm going to the house.
Take it to the house.
What I want to know is you folks at home. First off, what do you think of the new Facebook? And secondly, how's your week been? What's going on? Do you have any suggestions for Riff Arcade? Do you have any questions you'd like to ask us? Ask Butts anything. It's a Butts AMA. Ask Butts any
Jesus.
question.
Yeah. Not answering that. Not answering that. Definitely not answering that.
That is Awesome.
A social security number. Yeah.
Oh, it's golden. Oh yeah, it's the sky armor from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool mount.
This is harder than I thought it would be. I'm trying to redo this hoodie so it's more realistic.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not working.
I really like hoodies. Just throw that out there.
Everyone, they're so comfy.
Yeah, Go ahead, Robert.
Oh, I rarely get to wear them down here in South Georgia, unless I'm freezing
Oh,
in
yeah.
somebody's house, or it's the dead of winter at night.
Yeah. not in
Very
Not
specific.
in the
Yeah.
day.
Not during the day. Yeah, during the day, it's a balmy 70 degrees.
But so you wanted me to just go down the roulettes, just start knocking them out.
Oh no, see if we can do done Scathe.
Okay. I'll heal that then. Maybe we'll get a faster.
Is that a 24 man?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll be a tank, but boy, I'm not gonna
Tank.
not gonna walk into this with confidence. I'll be the off tank.
This one actually is a little harder, so.
Oh.
Wait time 10 minutes. We'll let that ride. In the meantime, let's go to Limsa
Yeah,
and take our clothes off.
Always a winning strategy.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, we'll let that ride for 2-3 minutes, and if it doesn't pop,
Yep.
What's this? Oh.
Yeah, I also love hoodies.
Oh, I know what we could do. Actually, no.
Yes.
You can get out of that. Let's do
Okay.
let's see. You want to do the new like the Eden stuff?
Sure.
Because I haven't done that since the last time we've done that. Yeah, let me trade. Let me
Okay.
switch to something.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
I'm flying between dimensions right now.
I'll queue for it as a Dragoon and see how it goes.
Do you think if the moment you teleport somewhere with like a crystal or an aetherite, if it's like a fly situation can happen, like a fly lands on you and you teleport with the fly, you come out as like a horrible
Uh-oh.
fly monster?
I hope so. That would be incredible.
Like,
Are you
it's
ready?
magic, but is it fly rules? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I feel like once you get into the realm of like it's
I know.
magic, like the whole like science stuff doesn't apply.
Okay.
Hey, Derek.
It's just a theory.
Yeah, I'm getting. I think it is on my end. I'm getting a lot of warnings of dropped frames.
It's that new Facebook.
It could be new Facebook. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It could be that the old router needs a good reset, but of course that would end the stream.
Kill everything.
So, oh boy. I mean, I'll just write it out for now.
Oh, I'm gonna try some new. Speaking,
Ooh,
I am
speed test.
gonna take off my clothes because I'm gonna put on some glamour.
Hooray!
Oh God, I need to repair my clothes.
Oh, repair your clothes.
Cool.
I did finish building. I
About to fall
finally
off
got
on the
around to
road.
finishing that 4th submarine this morning.
Back in the sub business.
Well, yeah,
The seas are open, folks.
but while yeah, till sea swallows all, and then we have submarines, so we're gonna keep going after that too. Yeah, the pain
It's
is
sea
not-
swallows wall. Josh just said, "Choke on this," and made force.
Yep.
What'd you call it?
I haven't named them yet. I need to name them.
You should call it $5 footlong
Please do that.
submarine sandwich. Yeah.
One is Red October. One is Hoagie.
Yeah, Red October. There you go.
Oh,
Red October. One ping.
One pig. Yep. How long did you believe that Sean Connery could be Russian? Because it was the second he opened his mouth, I was like, nope.
Not believing this
it's like
for a
that
second.
scene in
Oh, we're
Glorious
going-
Bastards.
Yeah, yes. When they're speaking Russian for a second or two before the movie auto-translates it, yes. I'm like, no Russian sounds like that.
Still watchable. Audio is steady. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, good. Thanks for audio checking. Thanks for video checking. I always appreciate that because I cannot. Can't do it.
I actually didn't know that was a Jack Ryan movie.
Mm-hmm.
That Alec Baldwin plays Jack Ryan, and I'm like, the same person that John Krasinski is playing. Like, yeah, Jack Ryan, same character.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin.
He's in there's other Jack Ryan movies from like the early 90s too. I can't think of which ones, but guys, Red October.
Is that Tom Clancy?
Yeah, it is Tom Clancy. The
we're doing
Some
this.
of All Fears I think is also a Jack Ryan movie. That was like Samuel L. Jackson and
I saw that one.
Ben Affleck,
Actually
I want to
saw
say.
that one.
I don't know.
I think Ben Affleck was Tom Clancy in that movie. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments. If only Travis were here.
Bing.
I still need to make that.
That's okay. Travis didn't make it. Did not make it.
Didn't make it.
He's just like inches from his keyboard.
Passed out. Yeah.
Passed out on the ground.
Whoa. Just couldn't make it.
No regrets. Nah, I'm sure if they were here, they'd tell us we're on exactly what day of quarantine we're on and how soul-sucking it is.
We fit triple digits.
This is my quarantine hair. I've
got quarantine hair.
Yeah.
I have not cut my hair since quarantine, so I'm back in like what you would recognize me as from college days.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yep.
Robert, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Robert? Yeah.
Peter? Is it really you?
So what's kind of crazy about like
What year is it?
long distance friendships, and I think about like you guys, because like I have almost exclusively long distance friendships with y'all now, and so like my vision of y'all is like frozen in like what y'all looked like 10 years ago in college. I mean, like it's been broken now because I've seen like Facebook photos and stuff, but like when we first started doing this, like my vision in my head when Butts would talk or when you would talk was like 10 years ago at Georgia Southern, like what y'all looked like then.
Yeah, I agree. Exact same, Robert. Like I still see you as Phase 1 Robert.
Yeah.
Like I watched you get married a year ago, and yet I think we need to get behind it, but I think it's about to
Yeah,
be
it's
the
like
ball.
everyone's running behind him. I'm gonna do that.
I remember
Oh,
some things from last week.
I'm struggling hardcore.
Butters!
With
Yeah.
I promised people hoodie drawings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't neg on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was gonna say, I also really enjoy hoodies because like I'm kind of introverted. Says the guy who runs a YouTube channel. I know, but
Kind of.
but yeah,
What
like
do
I
do here?
love.
What do I do? I don't know what to do here.
Just don't be in the lines when they go off.
Okay. Like you have a nice hoodie.
I love just knowing that I can flip that little hoodie over and just be in a little world of my own.
I do that when I'm flying. When I'm flying, I always wear a hoodie, and when I'm ready to sleep, I flip that thing up, and then I'm just like in my sleep world.
Nice. How do you fly? I mean, like, not how do you fly, but like first class, of course. But
I was just like, well, you flap your arms really hard. What do we-
I mean, like,
I haven't taken a short flight in a long
Yeah.
time, and so usually flying for me means like preparing for war, like the gauntlet of 36 hours in transit.
yeah, I guess that's what I'm asking is how well do you fly? Like, do you enjoy it or?
I'm good. I love flying. Flying for me always. I've never flown for business, so flying for me always feels like a vacation because that's exclusively when I've flown. Even when I'm flying like internationally, there's like a mindset I go into, and it's like the same. It's like the same mindset like if I'm preparing for a national disaster or something. So I'm in like serious mode. I'm in like war mode.
Back up.
Like my senses are heightened. Like I feel like I'm like hyper aware when I'm in the airport. Like I'm hearing things.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing things. I'm like ooh, that person just said the city I'm looking for. What gate did they say? A3. Got it. Like I'm just like I'm aware and
You
I'm
were
ready
locked
and
in,
I'm
yeah.
on a mission. Yeah. And
Awesome.
I always my strategy is I always find my gate first and then I explore. And so I make sure I know where I need to be so I
Same.
can be there at the time, and then I'll like mosey around and explore and something like that. And if I ever have to eat in a airport, I always try to find local cuisine, which is just my strategy in everyday life. But I also do that in
call.
in airports too.
How hipster of you. No.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I didn't know you were so basic. Yeah.
Woo!
Whoa!
But second win. Use the second win.
Good
I'm not healing
lord.
you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I already used it a minute ago.
Oh. Ooh, I need to do some healing as well. Yeah, I really like. Oh, first off, Derek, Spence is at a meeting. He's got his weekly meetings have resumed. Now that the coronavirus is over.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Whoa,
Ah.
there it is.
I'm dead again.
Cell shading's hard. I don't know if I'm improving.
Ooh, oh yeah. I guess that is what you're doing, isn't it? It's all cell shading.
Yep,
That's cool.
It sure is. And, not great at it.
Oh.
It's like my biggest weakness, aside from maybe like general figure.
Yeah, my deal with flying is if it's gonna be a long flight, like if I'm going to California or something like that, I always buy like a brand new 3DS game to take with me, just to like done. I knock it out. Like 8-hour flight, no problem. I'll make it an RPG. It'll be great.
Yeah.
For example, last time I did when Andrea and I went to Hawaii, I got Paper Mario Sticker Star, and I think I got halfway through the game. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. I got halfway through the game when we got to Hawaii, and I pretty much beat the game on the flight home. Like, it was
Nice.
perfect. It was amazing. Like, Andrea looks out for me. She's really caring and all that stuff, so she knows it's good to get up and stretch your legs every now and then, kind of get up and move around the cabin. And, oops.
She take the 3DS and throw it. Go get it.
Basically. But she's like, I honestly don't know how you can just sit there and like play a 3DS for 8 hours straight. And I'm like, oh, you don't know me. I was like, Andrea, this is how I got through middle school. It's video games for hours on end. Derek, the only thing I could do right now to prevent the skipping and freezing would be to actually stop the stream and re-up it like 5 minutes after the fact, which, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of a give and take, because yes, the quality of the stream would be better, but it also means like all the links I posted to and any shares I have will all be dead at that point, because a new link would go live. So it's, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the best way to go is.
Power through.
Yeah, right now I'm thinking just power through, because I'm also playing a live video game. You know how that is. No pause button on this one, folks. I might add that to my list or something. I might just reset my router every Thursday before I go live. And I mean, that could just even be, it could just even be my provider is doing something right now that I don't like. I don't know.
Is it raining where you are?
It's cloudy. I don't think it's raining, but could be the clouds.
Okay. I feel like our internet gets worse when it rains. It's sad too.
Well, your internet gets blue. So about you, Butts. Are you a flyer?
Nah, not really.
But hates flying, doesn't he? I think we talked about this on Pilot.
I'm okay once we're in the air, but I don't like landings or takeoffs. Because it's just like, it's very loud, it's very bumpy, we're going fast, I don't really like to go fast, so once we're taking off, I'm just like, no. I just like put in like headphones and try to distract myself. But once we're in the air, things kind of calm down. I'm like, okay, all right. Like I try not to look out the window because it's very high up, but I can do it. I just don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah. We have had.
I'm not like running around the cabin like no, but like I'm just like, I don't really like this.
Yeah. I do remember you saying that now. It might have been recently. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was on Pilot Wings because I remember watching it.
It is.
Recently.
That's
probably
what
about
it
right,
was.
Sounds topical.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah, I always say a little prayer on landing and takeoff. But other than that, I am grateful to flight.
Yeah. I also get not car sick because it's a plane, but like motion sick, pretty easy. So I have to take like Dramamine and stuff. But I'm okay. I almost threw up the first time I flew in like a long time because I didn't know to take Dramamine, and so it was like I was sandwiched between my wife and my mom, and I was just like, I think I'm about to throw up, and like luckily we landed right on time. I was seriously like, one more bump and it's coming, but we were all right. I grabbed that doggy bag and was like, whoa.
Also, I've noticed there's, at least on, we do Delta flights because, I don't know, they probably have some type of Disney and so Andrea likes them. I don't know. But they always have like a little, the Delta flights always have like the little TVs with a kids section on the entertainment, and so Tech needs to get those. They always have some Gumball episodes. Every time I fly, The Amazing World of Gumball has a couple new episodes on it.
Love that show.
So I've turned it into a thing. Every time I fly, I watch a couple episodes of Gumball.
That show, God, Robert, if you,
What is that? Explain. I don't even know.
it's just a show set in a town, and they've just got a bunch of weird characters, and
It's like a kids show.
it's a kids show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you would actually love it because a lot of the characters are animated differently. Like there's one character that is just stop motion. He's like a stop motion character, and then Gumball's animated like normally, and there's another character that's just a person's face like upside down. Like they do that thing where like they disguise your chin as a person's face,
A real life person's face.
a real life person's, and it's like there's a lot of computer generated stuff, but this show is just so completely like, oh my god, I can't believe they got away with this kind of thing.
It's a mixture of like.
It's such a broad show.
It's a mixture of classic sitcom jokes mixed with complete non sequiturs. Like it does
absolute
both.
randomness.
It jackknives from one to the other. Like, here's humor I get, and here's humor I've never seen in my life.
Yeah.
All right, so the
Mine,
fire is
like-
about to hit. We need to get to the other side.
Got like 5 line layers.
Yeah. The fire. How about you folks at home? Do you enjoy flying?
Butterfly. Oh, okay. Oh no, we had a stack. Right.
Sometimes I feel like streaming is an episode of Dora the Explorer where you're just asking a question to the audience that never gets answered.
Well,
What do
okay.
you think about flying?
That's
Me
right.
too.
Yes. That's true. Good call. Good call. No, I mean, like to give you and the quote unquote viewers at home some behind the scenes information. That's just like I've read that you should always just engage, even if no one's watching your stream. Just pretend like there is, because
Whoa!
that way when people do finally catch on and start watching, you'll actually be providing content and not just
Yeah.
being perfectly quiet and staring at your viewer count.
I want to go back and comment. I've never gotten a satisfactory answer why Diego, who's a cousin of Dora, why his head is normal size and Dora has a giant melon on her head. Just like,
Y'all
why?
watched
Why?
the movie that they did recently, the live action one?
No, I didn't.
It's actually
Ah, I'm dead.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I mean, I don't begrudge, good for the movie. I just didn't watch it.
Did you say you've seen the movie, Robert?
Yeah.
Okay, is it like a kid's movie, or is it actually kind of like, did they kind of adult it up?
I mean, it's like a
Whoops.
it's like an adventure movie. Like, I enjoyed it as an adult, but I often enjoy movies that are targeted towards children as an adult. So, like, I don't know if any adult would love it, but I feel like it has broad appeal, but it was made for children.
Let me put it this way. Would you say it's more similar to Spy Kids, or
Lego movie.
no, not Lego Movie. I'm trying to think of like an actual
Like,
adventure
a movie is
movie,
glorious.
like an adventure movie.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like Indiana, not full on Indiana Jones, but
Mighty
yeah,
Ducks.
like in that direction.
Butts is not helping.
But it's just saying kids movies.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
You're saying random movies. You're just reading off a list of movies.
Yeah.
I never saw Spy Kids. It looked stupid to me. But I wouldn't say like to the degree of like Indiana Jones or something like that. It's probably closer to Spy Kids, but I haven't seen Spy Kids. But it's closer to what I think Spy Kids would be.
Like Jumanji.
Yeah,
It'd
yeah.
be very similar to Jumanji.
Right, but it's not
It's
like
almost, yeah.
it's not like pandering to kids. Like Spike, like it's not just like a bad
no, I
budget
don't-
with bad jokes.
No, like it's I would compare Jumanji's like the perfect example because it's like a adventure movie, like kids are in it and you know it's kind of like for kids, I guess, but it's like it has broad appeal. It's not like, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll agree on that. I don't need that.
This is so hard.
I'll admit this. I don't care. Like, come at me, internet. I still will come home and just exclusively watch cartoons, and part of that's because I'm just a big kid. But the other part is, like, personal reasons. Like, I can't really draw or act very well, so just the idea of cartoons still blows my mind. Of like someone can draw a very nice picture and then draw the same picture but only slightly different, and then draw the same picture but only slightly different, and you do that enough and it creates like a show. I'm just like, good lord, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
So I still
agree.
come home and I'm just like, I'll put on World of Gumball, or I'll put on like Gravity Falls, or I'll put like, I'm just like, if you come to my house, people are just like, oh, you have kids? No, I like that too.
Yeah, the thing that really blows my mind about all that is how they get a whole team of animators to draw exactly the same. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And then you do have voice actors who aren't watching what they're doing; they're just speaking the lines, but they match up perfectly. And like, I also just like I come home and like the TV and stuff I want to watch. I want to kind of escape from the world a little. So I'm like, oh yeah, why don't I watch this like talking sponge make hamburgers? I've already been out in the world. It sucks. Why would I want to watch a show about that?
Yeah.
Agreed. The rest of the world does indeed suck. Oh.
Don't get away
Stop!
from me.
Yeah. Same?
Quit it, you idiot.
Stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know part of that is, like, animators get handed out, like, guides and stuff. They're like, here's... Like, I've seen guide pictures of Mickey Mouse where they're like, here's how you draw
it, yeah.
Mickey. Yeah.
God, those new Mickey Mouse cartoons are hilarious too.
Oh, they got new ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they
they're
are.
like the faces that Mickey makes and stuff like that. His reactions, they're hilarious. Yeah.
So Robert, to describe it to you, imagine Mickey cartoons except like with Cartoon Network humor.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So it's a little more like almost Ren and like there's some borderline Ren and Stimpy kind of stuff in there. Run Disney 19. Oh, I died hard. Okay. Run Disney 1994. Want to hear Butts' take on no minor league baseball this season?
Oh, I guess I'm okay with that because a lot of minor leaguers are, just like it would not do them good if they got hurt. Like they don't get paid very much. They travel a lot. A lot of them are literally just living to play baseball. So I would want them to be safe. And like, yeah, the only baseball we have around here is minor league, so like that kind of sucks. We can't get that, but I'd rather them be safe. The major leagues is the one I'm worried about because like they're not, as far as I know, they're not gonna like super quarantine. They're still gonna like go to their homes when they're done. They're not gonna play in a bubble or anything. It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna play and just there's not gonna be fans at the stadium. I'm like, you guys gotta do more than that.
That's like so weird to me to think that sports this year might be like still played, but just no one's there to watch. Like, how surreal would that be playing when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
used to like a screaming crowd and it's just dead silent? Like, that's so weird.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I can't fathom them not having college football because people would lose their
Yeah, people would lose their mind in the
jobs.
South.
Yeah, but I'm like, how can you have it? Like
Yeah.
football is like the one sport that's the worst at this because you're always in contact with people. There's
Yeah,
so many
like
there. So you just cannot play football, but people would just like completely lose their minds if we didn't have college football.
Yeah. Which to me, I'm like, that's funny. People losing their minds over college football.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of root for it a little bit. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? Oh, I lived. Yeah,
I lived.
woo. I'm kind of worried about baseball next year because I think in 2021 or 2022 they're going to have they get a new collective bargaining agreement with the players union, and they both sides hate each other, and so like they're just going to try to make it hard to get a labor deal done. And I'm like, you do not do that. You guys do not need to make this a hard thing. Remember 1994.
What happened in 1994?
Yeah. Phil's-
So
do not.
there was a labor dispute and a players' strike and a work stoppage in 1994.
Bud,
Josh,
stop
you're
following me.
Yeah, Josh, get away from me. And so like the season got canceled halfway through. So there was no World Series, there was no All-Star game. I don't think there was an All-Star game. It was just they couldn't come to an agreement. So the players were like, "We're not going to play," and the owners were like, "Well, fine, you're not going to play either." And there was just no season in 1994,
Oh.
and a lot of fans were incredibly upset at that. And when they came back in the 1995 season, there was a lot of fan anger, and baseball had to work for 5 or 6 years to kind of undo that damage with the fans because a lot of
Wow.
fans felt hated. And
Huh.
yeah, because it's like, it's like millionaires versus billionaires kind of fight, and so people were like, I just want to watch baseball, and they did a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like, remember 1994, you guys. It's not going to be good if you have to like rebuild your fan base again.
Yeah, I mean,
Baseball.
it's a tricky place. Like, I don't envy the person in the position that has to decide between, like, keeping $1 million industry going and keeping people safe and alive, you know?
Will we be standing in these things?
Yeah, everyone needs to stand in something. Like, one person has to be in each one.
Okay. I stood with a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the players will be fine. They've made their money and all that fun stuff, but it's It's like the concession stand people and all the Uber drivers and all the security people. Like, there's just a bunch of people that depend on baseball that are not going to be there, and that sucks. I'm going to kill this thing. I don't know what it is.
That's the idea. Just kill it. Good job.
I don't know what this is. I'm going to kill it.
Yeah, this is a game where we kill things, so.
Kill them all! God will recognize his own.
And like, the scientist in me wants there to not be college football just because I want to see how people react.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Social experiment.
will people, yeah, like, will people put college football over, you know, their own
Their lives, yeah.
their whole
Yeah.
lives? Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think they would.
I've already been shown this, but yeah, yeah.
I think they would. I don't even know, like, what's the story of this dungeon, too? I'm just like, we just fought a giant crane thing. What was that?
Oh, okay. I just fell off. Forget it.
Dude. Oh, I fell off. Oh, no, I got knocked away.
What the hell?
What do we do now? Oh, Jackie behind us, right?
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the story of this dungeon. Unlike pretty much every other 24 man I've been a part of, I don't know the story to this game, the game that this is based off of. So,
I don't know the story of this game, yeah.
question.
That's okay.
Yeah, the game that we are actually playing.
Game itself, yeah, I got no idea. Just like Alpha 9 wants me to do a thing,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's that conversation we had where the Warrior of Light's just like, this way?
Yeah, he just doesn't know anyone's name because he doesn't pay attention. That's absolutely my character when he's like, we've got to stop this, we've got to stop the wave of lights. And I'm like, wait, I thought light was good. What are you talking about?
We're in backwards land now. It's backwards to backwards land. Everybody walks backwards in backwards land.
Like, wait, we're not still in Gridania? No, you haven't been to Gridania in 5 years.
You're not even in the same universe as Gridania right now. Oh.
Wait, where am I?
Like this boss, like, guys, sorry, I accidentally smashed the giant towering robot. My bad. No, that's... You did good. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, it's the little ones that are like, well, take this to Grognak over there. Like,
Yeah, the in-betweens.
over.
The filler content.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. That's not Grognak. That's Frank. Yep. This
Yep.
Oh, thank you for bringing me this Warrior of Light. What was its purpose?
Uh,
yeah. Yeah. Your Stola told you to give me this. What's it do? I'm like, it's what you need.
it's Chad from Saturday Night Live, just like, thank you, Warrior of Light. You've saved us all. Okay. Cool.
Oh, right. We have to kill the giant. I was like, what are we doing?
Already killed one, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Oh, take him. Use my cool super special move and it blew up.
Warrior of Light, by consuming the light into you, you've saved us from the darkness. Okay.
Oh god. Oh, I'm on the wrong side.
Uh-oh. Boom. Oh, aw.
Thought I made it. Yeah. Click that button, Josh.
As a carpenter, Warrior of Light, you'll be learning to work with wood.
There we go.
Oh no.
That's So is this guy like a transformer
There we
or
go.
something?
No, he's
Anyone
just
find-
that. He's like, he's friggin'. He's friggin' Fear Factory made personified. I don't know.
Devastator over here. Did you guys watch Transformers growing up?
I didn't. I think that was like a little bit before my time.
Yeah, I watched it here and there, but never regularly. Never regularly.
I did. I watched Transformers. I was like getting the toys because I never looked at.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but they always keep. It's like, here's how you transform it, and I was always like, no, I'm gonna solve this myself. So like, I would try
nice.
to figure out how to transform it because it was cool. It would be like, I get a cool semi truck as a toy, but then if I solve this puzzle, I get a cool robot. Can somebody res me?
I cannot. No.
Well, suck.
I'm a dragoon today.
Dead and we all just teleported back. Funny.
Can somebody fly me to a hospital? Great. Screw you guys.
God, there's nothing but nothing but dragoon gear.
Hey! Yep, I'm rolling need on all of it too. Cause I need seals. I'm a jerk. 8:56. The other reason I don't want to reset the router is Andrea is probably watching a show, and that would kick her right off.
What's she watching?
I don't know. She's been watching Superstore lately. It looks good. It looks funny.
Oh, is that like the like Walmart sitcom?
Yeah,
It's kind of old, right?
it's a little older. Yeah, a few years.
Didn't it have like the guy from Napoleon Dynamite in it, or am I thinking of something else?
It's got one of the guys from Kids in the Hall. It's got the girl from Ugly Betty. I forgot her name.
Eddie?
Well, the actress. I'm trying to think of the actress. Thank you, Butts. Thank you.
Wait, it's right there in the name, man.
But yeah,
I can't watch The Office.
you can't watch what?
The Office? Everyone's
Oh.
like, you should watch The Office. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
What? Okay, what's the story?
No story. It's just like everyone that is in The Office I have worked with, and they are not funny to work with.
Oh,
Like,
so you've lived The Office.
I've lived The Office, and I'm like, I
See,
don't
I've
want.
kind of lived The Office too, but that's what made me appreciate the show. Actually, I watched the show before I worked in the office, so that might hold true. It might be different. It's like,
I like how Dee Snider does not find Spinal Tap funny because he's like, no, that happens, and he's just like, this is a true documentary, not for comedy. That's what The Office is to me. I'm just like, no, I've worked with 5 Dwights at a time before. I hate everybody on this show. I'm not doing this. So
Gotcha. It's like how Spinal Tap isn't funny to me and Butts anymore because we've been in a band where
Yeah.
all those things happened.
it's like this is no longer hyperbole. This is actually what happened.
Well, I'll tell you something else, Butts, is you have watched Parks and Rec, which is basically...
Not what? No, I haven't.
You haven't watched... I thought you said you have watched Parks and Rec.
No, I tried to watch an episode or two, and I was just like, let's get into it.
Okay.
Don't tell me what I'm watching.
I'm just going to sit here and argue with you for the next 15 minutes. Like, no, you have. I'm sure you have. There are people that do that. Oh my gosh. No, you definitely told me. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm the guy who would know.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm the end all be all of my life.
Yeah.
I was there for all of it.
Got a good handle on what Josh Bailey has done. Oh, God. Oh, what fresh hell is this?
Oh yeah, it's delayed. I just realized like last week when we did this that those square attacks are delayed. I never caught on before then. This is one of the best. Well, this is one of my favorite songs in this game, and it's probably not even from this game.
God, he's got a tank.
There's always a tank.
What do we do with it?
Kill it.
I'm gonna kill it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna come back and bite me one day because this game is gonna be like, we're going to send you to this, to Gridania, and you're going to need to save this endangered. Oh, I killed it.
It's dead now.
I didn't know what to do with it, so I killed it. I do what I do with everything. I don't know what to do. Killed it.
Oops, gotta go to the other tank.
Well, the village is gonna starve. Well, I didn't know what to do with the village, so.
What I always screw up. What I always screw up are the quests where you have to use an item on an enemy to make it weaker. So like, I'll just sit there and fight this super long, annoying battle.
Beat your head against the wall. For
Yeah, and then finally beat it.
That.
Oh yeah. And then, whoops, crap.
Hey, join me in the afterlife, John. Oh, I got a break.
And then after banging my head against the wall for an hour, or not an hour, but then something will catch my eye and my key items. I'll be like, "What's that key item for?"
Died again.
I might have. Did you just die twice in a row?
Yeah,
Pretty
well,
much? Okay.
they didn't. They rezzed me and then didn't heal me, so I took a hit.
Okay. I was just making sure I was being honest.
I mean, you can do the counter, yeah.
I did.
That's what the people.
I just couldn't believe for a second that you died twice that fast, but okay, got it. Kill the pants.
Apparently, the internet really likes to see me die.
Apparently, yes, they do.
Just
actually,
like our viewers.
yeah, that's what he means. Our viewers like watching
Oh,
what's
the internet. I thought you meant like the internet connection.
Oh, that too.
That didn't make sense. Sorry.
We don't apologize for bad jokes on Riff Arcade.
No, because for a while there, wasn't our highest episode was the one I talked about getting punched in the face as a kid?
Well, no, you punt. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
No, I got punched.
that's right. Yes.
No, but you punched again. I would know, Josh.
No, butts. I'm pretty sure you told me you punched the kid.
I punched the kid, yeah. I was the kid and I got punched.
Don't lie to me, butts.
That's why I'm not exactly against kids getting punched in the face by other kids.
Ron Disney says, "I learned life lessons from watching Gunsmoke. Go Matt Dillon." Yeah, I've been seeing a few episodes of Gunsmoke lately. It's very. I have to ask. I've been meaning to ask actually. To Run Disney 1994 is why are you so into Gunsmoke? Did you watch it as a kid, or did your parents watch it when you were a kid, or did you just find it? I don't know. I'm curious to know why Gunsmoke has appealed to you so.
Weren't there 3 Indians last year? Oh god. Oh, this thing.
This thing. All right. I get that. I actually get that attack now. I've died to it so many times. Now finally.
Oh, that's too late. Yeah.
The tether, the love tether.
Yeah. Give me that love. Oh jeez. Oh. Okay.
But don't you die, I give you that tether.
Wild healers.
I forgot what it was, but I had a slip of the tongue, and I called it the love tether by accident for some reason, and now that's what it is.
Where's everybody going?
Beep, 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 beep. Where are you going, Thunder?
Ah!
No, but no.
Ah!
Oh, my love. Don't take that out of context. No one take that clip and use it out of context.
No, but not my love.
Honestly, if y'all use it in context, it's still pretty off.
It's Just
Just don't use it.
Yeah, I really can't win.
There we go. Hey,
This
Darkmoon, you gonna
this
heal?
is a legitimate joke. I've learned. Did you just die again, or were you already dead?
I've been rezzed.
Oh, I see.
Let's see if they'll be nice and heal me.
So serious question to Butts, to you and Robert. After editing videos for a year, I've realized that I have a tendency to laugh at my own jokes. Is that good or bad, or does it not matter?
I think it matters.
That's good.
Okay, it's fine. Is
That
it
means they're
endearing
funny,
or
at
annoying?
least to you.
Okay, thank you.
Wait. You mean, okay, do you mean when you're editing the video, you're laughing at the humor
Oh.
in the video, or during filming the video, you make a joke and laugh?
During the filming.
I-
Yeah.
I don't mind that, like, cause like I think of comedians doing stand-up, and when they like laugh at their own stuff, like it's a good joke when like they've done it a million times and they're still like it's still making them laugh. Like as long as it's genuine, like I don't mind it.
I gotcha.
Like it makes it funnier to me.
Cool.
It's kind of like what a laugh track is supposed to do, but it's not fake.
It's kind of like a laugh track, yeah. This is
Yeah.
what it ends up being, I guess. Do I have the 9S card? Yes, I do, actually.
Oh,
Kinda
God, I rolled it
sucks.
backwards. Rolled greed on something I need. Whoops.
Ooh.
I don't think it's bad that you laugh at your own jokes. Because A, they're solid jokes. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's good. But if it was a bad joke and you laughed, it would be like, ugh. But
I appreciate you saying that, Butts. I appreciate you saying you enjoy my content. And I enjoy yours, Butts, as well. And Robert, you as well. We have good jokes all around. Cheers to good
That's what-
jokes.
blast facts, kudos all around. It makes you feel good though, because like you laugh at your own jokes, but then you laugh at our jokes too.
I do.
So it's like, oh, good. Like maybe I'm a funny person.
I'm a laughy person. I laugh a lot.
Stanley Davison is watching us. Holy cow!
Stan! Welcome to the stream. We got Butts, who you know.
Mention just
We got me, who you know. And Robert.
Stanley
Anyway.
was a friend from GSU.
He's the Stan with the master plan.
A smooth and fantastic person who should be declared mayor of whatever town he lives in now.
That's right.
I'm gonna say Pooler. I'm just gonna say Pooler. He should be mayor of Pooler.
No, actually,
Probably
no, you live in Pooler. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Probably doesn't live there. He doesn't live anywhere close to Pooler, but you can have Pooler.
Oh,
You're not
man.
sending me to Pooler.
You guys. I'll be honest. I haven't contacted really any of my friends from that circle except for Butts in a long time. So that's my bad. That is my bad. I miss you guys. I'm really bad. I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually really bad at keeping up with people after I've moved on to a different stage of life. I'm really bad.
Yeah, no, that's why it takes you off.
Yeah, it's like it almost
you.
you almost have to reconnect with people. Like I didn't keep in touch with you guys until we started doing this, and
Yep.
this has been awesome because I've loved it. We've been able to keep in touch this way. But it's almost like you have to, if you're living in a new place and you're doing different things, you almost have to find a new way to connect with the old people that you used to hang out with.
Yeah. Do you take offense if someone does it? Like if you haven't talked to someone in a while, or you're like, well, they probably don't like me anymore, or they never liked me, or are you just like, I just haven't talked to them, it's fine.
I don't take offense at all. I mean, for one thing, I'm the one who does it. But
Yeah,
Same.
the other
but
side of it.
secondly, it's not that I don't do it because I don't like people. For the record, there's literally only 2 or 3 people I deliberately wouldn't contact right now out of my entire life of meeting people. Who will not be named, don't ask. But no, most of the time it's just I mean it sounds horrible talking about real life people, but it really is just kind of out of sight, out of mind. And I just don't think. And again, introverted. Very introverted. says the guy who runs the YouTube channel and the Facebook channel.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Run Disney says, going back to Gunsmoke and why he watches Gunsmoke. Watched the show most all my young teen years and caught up with it over the last couple. The lessons are usually be kind, fair, respect, but don't ever shoot somebody in the back or you're gonna hang. That's what he said. Don't shoot someone in the back or you're gonna hang. That's
awesome.
Sheriff Matt
Solid
Dillon.
advice.
That is
Gunsmoke.
solid.
Solid advice.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's what he's told me is like some of the things that apply in these episodes of Gunsmoke that take place in the Wild West work in the year 2020.
Yeah, that shooting one is that's solid advice.
Yep. Can't shoot somebody in the back.
If you do, don't miss. And maybe you just shouldn't do it. I don't know.
Butts, you wanna do some roulettes? What you think? What you got? What's on the docket? Stare at you
we're gonna do-
uncomfortably.
Eden stuff.
We can. What would you like to do with Eden?
I want to beat it.
Do you want me to just queue
Hang
up for the 4 new ones and just
Yeah,
whichever,
queue up for the fortunes. Yeah, whatever
whichever
pops.
All right.
Yeah. Watch us get Titan,
Less than
of
5
course.
minutes. Well, Titan's not in this group.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I hate that guy. God,
Just the crappy Portals one.
that one's all right. Like once you remind me what to do, I'll like, oh, okay, I get this. But I'm gonna die, so.
But
Plus, you get to take
yes.
that portal.
Stan, if you're still watching, we love you and we miss you, and we hope you're enjoying the stream. Riff Arcade. Now I feel like a Jamberry. Like, hi, I know we haven't talked in years. Anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna sell you stuff.
No. All of our content is free for now.
It's like, I know I cheated off of your test in high school, but could you please buy my Jamberry? Like, nah, not gonna happen.
Ha.
Well, what's a jamberry? You've said this term a couple times, so I think it's a real thing.
It
That I
is.
don't know
It's adhesive nails, I think.
Oh, is this like
It's
a kind of like a
chick thing, I think. I don't know.
like,
Yeah. Like
something that doesn't
fingernails.
apply
Or Josh
Yeah,
does.
correct. It doesn't
You do Jamberry, Josh?
necessarily. I don't, but Andrea has before. But I know it's like the whole.
Jamberry?
It's like the whole LuLaRoe Jamberry like pyramid scheme stuff.
it's like a Tupperware party.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that.
To use a term from the '60s, yes, correct.
I'm just keeping with the Gunsmoke theme.
Big.
Yeah.
Like, big pull, man. What are you guys doing in Brunswick?
Yeah, the same thing we've done in the 60s.
He's
Do
like,
you think that, okay, I could say this being where I live now, but like everything is 5 to 10 years delayed up here.
Yeah.
So is that the same with Brunswick, where you're
Yeah,
just like,
oh, definitely. If you've never been to Brunswick, that's, yeah. I feel a feeling it's very similar to Boone.
things
in that
trickle
respect.
up and down really slowly.
Yeah.
I believe it.
We have too much Tupperware. I need to streamline our Tupperware. So if anybody is throwing up a Tupperware party, let me know.
There's my duck.
Okay, we're on like really weird flex right now, but I collect like the actual vintage Tupperware from like the 60s. Like, I mean, not like a collected and I have like a display case of it. Like I use it, but it's just like really high quality stuff. And like sometimes you can get it for really cheap at like garage sales and stuff. And like it's all in these like really like bold 1960s colors, like orange, like puke
Yeah.
green, like red. And I don't know, I just find them cool. And it's got the really old like 1960s Tupperware typeface on there. I don't know, I think they're cool and they're like way better than any other Tupperware you're gonna get, like the off brands.
That was a
So if
weird
you ever
flex.
get your hand on, yeah, it's super weird.
That's fine.
If you ever can get your hand on some of that actual Tupperware stuff, it's pretty good.
I'll send it your way.
Word.
You guys like me? Do you have like 50 lids that you're like, what does this go to?
I try to put my lids with the thing, and that way they don't get lost.
Same. We don't have that
It
many.
takes up more space, but
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, what we do is like we I'll stack all the bottoms together, and then I'll stack all the tops on top of that. And we are streaming and talking about how we arrange our Tupperware.
Quality.
We're very brave. Yeah.
Very progressive. We're ahead of our time. It'll be all the rage. All the streamers will be. Actually,
Whatever.
In a sad
Talk
kind
about
of way, it's true. All the streamers will eventually be talking about how they store Tupperware in their cabinets.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe people need to know that. It's like, oh, I could stack them? I didn't know that.
Riff Arcade.
Tupperware stream.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is one
Is
of
there a
these
Tupperware
ones.
game? We could do a Tupperware game.
Is there a Tupperware
Is there a
game?
Like I Am Tupperware or something? I don't know.
What?
We'll look into it. Let us know in the comments if you know of a Tupperware-based video game.
Yeah, that is what you're talking about.
That is what we're talking about.
Thought I was
mean, there's
lost.
There's a game you could play as bread, so I was just like, oh, maybe there's something that the bread goes in.
Wait, there's a game you can play as bread.
Yeah, you're bread.
Yes,
You're
I am bread.
What do you
Yeah.
do?
You're bread.
You're bread. The
But
goal
what-
is to become toast.
It's such a silly game.
It sounds like I'm making this up, but I'm not. We should do it on Riff Arcade, to be perfectly
You
honest.
should. Please do that. I'm making that an
Okay.
official request.
All right, I'll shortlist it. All right, done. I am bread, coming
Bread
soon.
game. That's the game. It's called I Am Bread.
Correct. This is real. We are not lying to you, Robert.
Yeah. Not do that to you, man.
It's,
So we've got a question in the comments. Robert, is Brunswick the birthplace of Brunswick stew?
Okay, so this is actually a topic of hot debate. Thank you for asking. So, every year, Brunswick, Georgia has a Stewbilee, which is a Brunswick stew festival, where anyone can enter and make their Brunswick stew, and there's people's choice, there's official judges. It's a big deal. However, because we invented Brunswick stew. However, there's also
Nuclear launch
Brunswick, New
detected.
Jersey, who has the same claim.
Thanks for the share, Amalia.
And so,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah,
So it's
so
Ah,
if I had to guess, New Jersey's older than Brunswick, I think.
look away,
And
butts.
so,
Oh, I wouldn't guess that now.
you don't think so?
I don't know. I mean, Savannah was an old colony.
Oh, get close.
That's
Get under.
true.
To be perfectly honest, Brunswick stew, I feel like, is a southern dish. Like, the idea of taking corn and meat and stewing it up, that sounds like South.
Yeah.
That screams Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's more evidence for our side.
I mean, it's obvious the two towns are just going to have like a
Death
Braveheart
duel.
like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
light up on a field, charge at each other. Whoever last standing gets the stew.
Yep.
That's the only way to solve that.
The
Yeah.
only way.
The only way.
So, Robert, do you like the game Pokemon Snap for the N64?
I do. I quite enjoyed Pokemon Snap.
I've got good news for you. It's our next
Yeah,
show on
let's
Riff
play it.
Arcade.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, they're
That
making
I do
a
have a
remake.
thing. Yeah, they are making a remake, and it's more of what everyone wanted. from Pokemon Snap.
What's going on?
It's just it's gonna follow you.
No. That's very rude.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
This is to
Do
me.
y'all think? Go ahead. Probably have a more interesting thing than I have to say. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say something about the fight. I already forgot, but so go ahead.
Oh, okay. So do you? I think I posted this a week or so ago. Do you think that it is a crime that the Wii from Nintendo did not remake Duck Hunt using that control system?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I never thought of that, but now I am strongly on that team.
Yeah, like we got Link's crossbolt training, but we didn't get a new Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Like it infuriates me.
For some reason, it's bewildering. Let's look away. Nintendo does not like their own properties. Like, oh, run away. Get away. Like, people scream for new Metroids and Star Foxes, and we just don't get them. And here's a
It's
hot
like
take.
They always save those for like launch titles. Like it's the only time you'll get one. It's a launch title.
That's true. I mean, we might not see another Zelda until the next Switch. That's
Yeah.
well, no, I take that back. They've already announced Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're pretty much right. But my hot take is I actually liked Star Fox Zero. I think people just had to give it a chance.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
It's on the Wii U, so that's why.
You're the only person in the Western Hemisphere that likes the Wii U, so.
I
I
missed
did like the
that
Wii
whole
U.
system.
Well, like,
That's just a ghost for me.
for one thing, I didn't know Nintendo was just going to be like, whoops, and start over and then put all the good ones on the Switch anyway. So, I do feel a little burned by that. I'm like, I was one of the only people I know who actually invested in Wii U, and then, like, they just gave all the Switch owners the same games. And I was like, oh. And better versions.
Well, you would have
Like,
bought it anyway.
Nothing.
I would have.
Nothing happened on the Wii. It's like the graphics weren't even good. Still, like, I don't know.
I mean, they weren't bad for, by comparison. I mean, 3D graphics is 3D graphics at the end of the day these days. But I think first off, they shouldn't have named it the Wii U. It was far too confusing. But then
Yeah.
yeah, I think they relied too much on the gamepad gimmick. Like, they really did force a lot of the gamepad into a lot of the stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I definitely get it. The numbers didn't work out, so they had to abandon it or start over, but
It does keep my theory that every other Nintendo console is a game changer and every other one is just trash.
Ooh, do you have a every other theory? Because that's like my Mayday Parade album and Windows versions.
I do, like, it doesn't work fully, but at a certain point in Nintendo's history, it works really well. Do we have to stand in these things?
yeah, one person in each, unless you have a marker over your head.
Oh god, I don't know if I have a marker. Okay.
We're good.
So, like, I'll go backwards. Like, the Switch is amazing. Before the Switch, I'm dead. Before the Switch, you had the Wii U, which was not very good. Then before the Wii U, you had the Wii, which was amazing. And then before the Wii, you had GameCube, which, while I enjoy, was not a success.
Right.
And then before the GameCube, you had 64, which
Yep.
was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
A game changer. Like, my theory falls apart there because before 64 you had the Super Nintendo. So, like, starting with the N64, every other console has been it's alternated between great and then not very good, great, not very good. So don't buy the next thing after the Switch. Wait till the third thing after the Switch.
Fools. You would stoke.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to buy a second Switch.
conflict.
So, spoiler alert, I really like the GameCube. I think it's way underrated. Josh, what do we get for, like, what item level stuff do we get for doing this?
Do what?
What item level of stuff do we get for doing this?
Oh, like 480. Like, good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord. Why are we not doing this?
Yeah. Well, we tried to do it for several weeks, but we couldn't beat anything, so I stopped.
He pulled a Zervin, huh?
Yeah, basically. So I was just like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore.
Is that the one that was really hard?
Yeah, and I mean, it's just current raid content, but
Yeah.
we just couldn't do it. So I was like, this is making for horrible streams, so we're not gonna do it.
Everyone just got really frustrated. So.
Yeah. It's not as fun when everyone gets frustrated. We do best when we do casual to mid content.
Filthy casuals, yeah.
We are filthy casuals, sorry.
Spicy stream over here. I realized that like that's an hour. Draw moves like hoodies. For spicy stream.
I'm sorry, what now?
Go to a reading class.
Could you post that?
Yeah, link on Facebook.
Josh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta go.
What?
I'm busy. Prior engagement.
Yeah, what's this?
Oh, thanks for the view, buds.
Yeah.
Welcome over.
You liked it 5 times. How'd you even do that?
Yes, don't forget, Riff Arcade has the like button.
Ah, yeah. Come on, lady.
The light shall usher in peace.
Philia. Oh, Joe, look away. Look away.
Such impudence.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to watch the lead singer from Evanescence come down and do a little hammer thing again.
Oh, yes, that happens every time.
Okay.
It's for the new people. I honestly like it. I mean, I still like it. I can see how it would be slightly annoying that you have to watch the little cutscene in the middle of the fight every time, but
Tranquility must be restored to the land.
honestly, if you've gotten to that point, you've won anyway, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty BA cutscene.
Just drops the hammer. Oh, I'm here with Josh. Good.
Yay!
Finally warmed up. 9:30. Perfect. It's a life of drawing.
Hitting your stride.
Yeah.
That's one skill I will never have. I cannot draw to save my life.
I can draw, like, really cartoony. Oh, wow, I did. Cool, good job.
God dang it. Dang it, Josh.
Well, the healer. Dadgummit. I mean, they need to res me, or else you're not going to be able to kill everything on your own. Okay, alright. That's fine. Okay, well, y'all survived. I think they don't like me because I explained a mechanic, and once you stick your head out there, that's the one that's going to get lopped off.
Oh, Deck, you explained to McCann. Why would they hate you for that? Like, you're helping them out.
I know, but they're like, nobody did it right, and I was like, well, some of us did it right, but here's what went wrong. And so now I'm sure they're all like, oh, it's your fault. You're the one that made us die.
Like, don't tell me what to do. It's like, hey, don't touch that poison ivy. Like, don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm trying to help you out, buddy.
Light consume you.
Everyone should wear a mask.
Yeah, no one's resing me at this point. Yeah.
Should I?
I
Yeah,
went to
will.
there. Oh, not with a marker, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna leave me dead. Never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. I was already like, well, it can't blame me if y'all mess up the mechanic this time, but... Never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. I was already like, well, it can't blame me if y'all mess up the mechanic this time, but... I did it right. Yep, I instantly went to a good signal on the stream. Can you tell them I legit disconnected and didn't just quit because I'm salty?
Not at
No.
all.
Because that's just tell me what's happening in the chat. Tell me if they're like saying stuff.
Someone honestly tried to raise you.
Uh,
Yep.
Well, there's Q now. I mean, I'll be back in by the time before y'all finish the fight. So y'all see me come back in.
Time for the end.
Yep, just had to get the loot.
Yay. The good answer.
Yep, here I come. I'm coming in.
I mean, you did get that raise, so.
Am I alive? Like I didn't accept a raise. Did I come back to life? Oh. There we go. Okay.
There you go. That's you now.
There we go.
All right, time to.
Yep, and now I'm yellow on my stream. Caution. I am caution.
Such power.
Where
Oh,
do
and
you
it's-
see? Where do you see that? Where do you watch that?
It's down in the bottom left. It's just like those 3 little bars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine are green.
Mine are going between green and yellow, which is actually better than it was. I think resetting the game might have helped my stream.
It's too much for her to bear.
Huh. Cool.
She won't
Jessica
last
Jones.
longer.
Yep.
Yep, it is Jessica Jones.
Enough of this.
Cool
Power of
hammer.
darkness, answer my call.
I still never got the whole like hard light thing where they're like, "It's the light." Like, no, it's not. That's like ice. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like Ice Light. Well, that's the whole thing. She's like Shiva, but light. Still the Oracle of Light, so she's like light ice. Oh yeah, it said it's smooth now. Nice.
Even in the world.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
No, won't give up.
Okay.
DPS check.
On my feet.
Yup.
Our future.
A love tether.
I want to see what tomorrow will bring.
Yeah, we're good.
There we go. There we go.
All right, give me my stuff.
See, I don't need that. Take.
I just need on all this stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get a ring, so I'm gonna cleverly pass on everything else. Okay, pro tip, watch this. Whatever you want, pass on everything else, and then just wait for everyone to roll on everything else. It's such a jerk move, but I love doing it. Because I got tired of people sniping my loot all the time. So you wait, and then everyone will get their loot, and then they'll be locked out of rolling. And then you roll on what you need. Got it. And I have to pass on it. Okay, so I got what I wanted.
People
Ta-da!
have to think you're like, go to left for half the fight, and then he takes all their loot.
Yeah, I'm sure people think I was the problem during that fight when I absolutely... I get that a lot. Like, I've noticed that if I ever... Like, if we wipe, I don't know what the psychology is here, but if we wipe and I try to help, it's like the instant notion is I said something, so I must be the problem. It's weird. It's surreal. And I mean, you see it all over the place outside of video games too. It's, I don't know what it is.
Or it's like a backwards thing where like you said how to avoid the problem, but we still died because of the problem, so you should have avoided the problem. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'll get is people will be like, well, you still screwed it up. And I'm, well, yeah, but that's...
I died with you.
Yeah. Yeah, like, no, we all did it wrong. It's just I spoke up, and so now I'm the scapegoat. But
It's like, yeah, people are little weeders anyway, so.
yep, that's why for the most part, I just keep my mouth shut on this game. By the way, I'd like to point out the background for the stream tonight is it's that 1 anniversary color scheme I made to match the curtains. but you'll notice it's like the zoomed out version of the picture, so all the shapes are back to where they were back when it was just like the green kind of background. The reason I bring all this up is I would like to point out that it took me a couple of sessions. I actually hand paint bucketed every single one of these shapes by hand to bring it to you on the stream tonight. You're welcome.
Awesome.
The like button's right down there.
I want you people to know he suffered.
Wow.
All right, Butts, you want to queue up for another Eden? Do another one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll leave that one out. Do these 3. Less than 5 minutes. I'm going back to the house. Let's check out what Travis has done with the,
Travis done with the place.
yeah, see what Travis has done with the place. The old sushi bar upstairs. The upstairs sushi bar. The bar that serves sushi upstairs. The bar that sells sushi upstairs. Yeah, my bars are green down there now. So, like, yay, stream's fixed, I guess. Because I got kicked out of the game. Huh. That's interesting to know. I should, Derek, remind me that. If that happens again, just be like, just log out and log back in. And I'll do it and just see what happens. So, yeah, this is the place now. It's like a McDonald's, but fancy. Just kidding. It's nothing like McDonald's. Pastry. Num nums. Num nums. Macarons. In the sushi bar upstairs. He built a loft. Hasn't done too much, but there's some little places you can sit. There's a little Moogle with a... There's my duck. Hi, duck.
Where'd you get that duck?
I forgot. I think I just bought it off the market board.
Oh, that'll work.
I'm gonna pet the duck. Can you pet the duck? Yes, you can pet the duck. Who's a good boy? He's a...
Huh?
Yeah, so did we agree that the Travis is right will be a goose honk? Is that what we said?
Oh yeah, I think.
Let's do that, bro.
That's hilarious. That'll just make me laugh every time.
I mean, I don't guess you'd hear it, but the audience would, and that's what's important.
Yeah, I can't ever hear when you do the oh.
Right, yeah, I've got
I've
it
never
on.
once heard that. Yeah, because I always have your stream on mute.
Yeah, it's on, and on the, I don't have it piping through y'all's audio, obviously, so. I could have wanted to, but that'd be a whole nother program I'd have to have running, and I don't want to. So there. Let's see. Yeah, feel free to ask Butts and Robert more questions.
AMA, but session.
Is your name really Butts? I'm sure. I'm sure once we get big enough, that's gonna happen. Be ready
That's
for
fine.
that.
I cannot be held responsible for my answers. Yeah.
Butts cannot be held
Oh, I gotta-
responsible if he leaps through the computer screen into your house and strangles you.
I actually don't mind now. Like when people are like, "Who's your last name?" Unless they really lay into me, which has only happened like once or twice since high school. Then I'm like, yeah, I think it's fine. But like,
after high school, that calms down a good bit.
Yeah.
yeah, elementary school and
Oh yeah.
because you want to try to fit in, it sucked. In middle school, it sucked because you want to, like, everyone wants to conform, I guess, and like, oh, I'm part of the group, I fit in. And then once you get to high school and everyone's like, I want to stand out and be my own person, it was amazing because your last name's Butts. That's great.
Yeah.
I was like, it is great.
Once I get to college, people can really expect a name. I mean, really respect a name like Butts.
Yeah.
Like it goes from haha, your name's Butts to wish my name was Butts. Jeez.
Yeah. Your name's Butts. Cool. It is cool, sir.
Butts. You got one. Okay, Butts. Is the Tweetsy Railroad still alive, and have you ridden it?
It is still alive. I have not ridden it because it's really expensive to get there. And bonus answer, they're repaving the parking lot, which is very annoying because it's blocking the stoplight.
This is a place in Boone, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like a, I don't want to say a tourist trap, but it's like an attraction up here in Boone. It's like an old railroad that they've restored, and there's a little like town main street that they've kind of built, and then there's another part of the park that's also like a high wire course and
Oh, wow.
this and that. Like, so it's like a whole thing up here, which is fine. I mean, like, more power to the people who want to go there. But how much is Tweetsy? How much is a ticket to Tweetsy? Yeah, it's like $40-50 a person to get into this thing.
Huh.
So we're just like, we don't know. So you could ride the train, you could do this and that. You can actually hear Tweetsy from my house sometimes. We'll be sitting outside, you just hear like boop boop, like Tweetsy's running.
Huh. Oh, there's old Tweetsy.
Yeah,
Tweets.
coming around the mountain now, Tweetsy.
Old butts is
Oh,
chewing
well,
on
the
straw.
locomotive is just getting invented.
You know, before the
I
war.
worked on it for 2 years of my life. Was paid 2 cents an hour.
For the war. We haven't heard any good
War.
before the wars on the stream.
Yeah, even when they were
down, yeah,
applicable, like I was drawing a blank. Like, I don't know, I have to be in a certain frame of mind. It has to be a certain subject matter.
You have to have just listened to Shenandoah Farewell.
Yeah. Oh, I know some trivia about that song.
Yeah?
That was, everyone thinks like it's like this nice song from the Civil War and it's really old and somber, and it's like, no, it was written for a music festival in New York in like the 70s, and it was just some guy, they were like, we want to can you write a song for like the last day of this music camp that we're all here for? And the guy was like, yeah, okay, and just wrote that. It's like, oh my god, you just pooped that out. That's what happened, because it's a great song. It's very, very pretty, but it's like, it's not what everyone thinks it is. It's like, oh, some guy was just like, play this.
Okay, I just got some really interesting information about the Tweetsy Railroad.
You got some hot goss.
I got some hot goss. It says, Run Disney 1994. Back in the 60s, Indians would chase the train and pretend to scalp you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woof.
They had, do they still have that billboard with the Indian on it? Yeah. Not that idiot, no.
No.
This guy. Yeah, so there's I think it might not be there anymore, but there used to be a big giant billboard. It was like, come visit Tweetsy, like across the road from Tweetsy, and it had little mini pictures in it of like stuff you can do, and one of them was like this guy and his son, and they were dressed as, like, the son was dressed as a little sheriff, and the dad was dressed as like an Indian with like the little face paint and the giant feather headdress, and you would drive past and just be like, oh. Don't do that, yeah. And I say Indian because I think, if I remember right, the sign said like cowboys and Indians. Like, they used the word Indian in the sign because it was like an older sign.
Uh-huh.
It's just like, poor Tweetsy.
Their PR people are like, oh no, oh god, no.
Yeah.
That's if they had PR people.
I don't know. Oh, you can't do that anymore.
Ooh. Ooh. Alright, Butts, we're gonna go to the spear that is shorter and go past it and keep running.
This is it. Oh,
beyond.
yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to knock Tweetsy too much. Like, a lot of people up here swear by it, and it's kind of one of those like, well, it's something to do.
Oh yeah, I
So
get them
you
all.
might as well. But it's one of those, like, it's a mixed bag.
The old Tweetsy Railroad. Sounds like Gunsmoke.
Oh, jeez, I'm about to die. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez, I
what?
died.
Oh, someone dropped the cloud. It might have been you, actually. It could have been me, even.
I think that was me. Sorry. Because I had a marker on my head. And
Oh, yeah. You gotta take that
it
away.
went away.
You gotta take that away. Yeah, that's what that was. Now we know. Oh, get a ball if you don't have one. Oops.
Oh, I died. I took out like 5 people with me. That was awesome.
I was one of them.
Yeah. Ride or die, Josh. Ride or die in Riff Arcade.
I did both. Whee!
Back there.
All right, here come the horses.
Yeah, we're horses. Who do you think does Ramu's horseshoes? Does he do it himself, or does he get one of the horses to help him with?
Clop, 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 clop. Now I'm picturing Rama like regally walking down the streets, like clop, 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 like looking down at everybody.
Oop, time to go to a saunter. Yeah.
Then he does that little sideways thing. Clop, 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 clop. Go to the short one, all the way in the corner.
I don't know anything about horses, so
I just
you could
know.
have said anything. I don't trust them. I know that.
You don't trust them.
I had a friend
No,
in college
no.
who didn't trust horses, and I thought that was hilarious. Like, not that like there's anything wrong with not trusting horses, but just that was his thing. Like, it was just hilarious.
It's my thing too, man. They're dangerous at both ends and crafty in the middle.
Everything I know about horses comes from medieval times. The prancing leapers on horses, or whatever.
I'm terrified to go back to medieval times because of that.
Oh yeah.
the
Tell them,
falconry that
butts.
they do.
Oh, the falconry.
Yeah, Well, you and me, I don't know what you were thinking I was going to
Okay.
say, but you and me and our wives went to medieval times one time, and it was very, very fun, but I was terrified because they were like, time for some falconry! And like a falconer let his falcon fly through the crowd. I was like, oh my god, that thing could like just decide like, nah, I want to eat this human. There's nothing I can do with it.
At
Like,
least
while
it's
we're
eyeball.
eating- Yeah, like while we're eating giant chunks of mutton and stuff, and I'm like, hey, what if he just is like, I want that now? Like, he can just take my arm with him, and it's like, well, all right, right-handed now.
Like, honestly, if a falcon swooped down and took my mutton out of my hands as I was eating it, I would stand up and applaud.
Dude, yeah, I would be elated. I'm a big fan of birds of prey. Like, they're just
Horses
awe-inspiring
up.
to me. And that, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I have that healthy, like, I fear these things. I'm just like, this thing can kill me and not give a flying fork. And I'm just like,
Or it would specifically give you a flying fork.
killed me with a flying fork.
Who's to know?
yeah.
His
I love,
name is Fork, so.
I love having that level of like respect for beasts. Like, I feel like we don't have fear of them anymore because of technology. The fact that they're on like tigers that you might run into on your journey to the next town anymore. You know.
Oh, sure.
It's one of those things where, like, if something happened and there was a situation and I was, like, face to face with a tiger and it killed me because it was the superior beast, I would respect that. I'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, good job. Like,
Tiger gonna tiger, yeah. You'd be like, no. He's not in the wrong here.
yeah, it's like, yep. Real recognize real tiger. And,
Tiger recognized tiger.
Game recognized game. Yeah. You're just like, okay. Like if a hawk landed on like my porch and I needed to get inside the porch, I'd be like, well, that's his porch for now. So
yeah.
I gotta wait my turn. Yeah.
Oh, so, if y'all want a sad story about hawks, I had a very interesting experience. I was going for a walk, and sometimes we'll get like hawks and ospreys around my neighborhood. And so I was going for a walk, and on my way back, I was like one neighborhood over, and there's like a big power pole, and this hawk, or it's a hawk or osprey, and it went to like make a turn, and I guess I forget how power lines work, but I know birds can sit on them, but if you like connect two wires, then it like completes the circuit and the electricity flows, something like that. Because I remember hearing about it before, because I was like, why can birds sit on the power line if you're fine? But it's like, I don't know. But anyway, it did whatever it did whatever it needed to do to complete the circuit, and I just heard like a pop, and it just dropped dead. But there was another hawk, and it screamed in a way I've never heard a bird scream before, and it was the saddest scream. And I was like, birds have emotions. Like, it was an existential moment for me.
Wow.
And I mean, you could say that it's like that was like a warning cry, like it sensed death and it's like warning other things. But like to me, it was a cry of sadness. Like that's just I've never heard that sound come out of a bird before.
That is really interesting.
Yeah.
It's like the come on. It's like the
Did you
bird
die again?
equivalent. Yeah, well, they rezzed me and I got hit by something.
Gotcha.
It was the bird equivalent of meh.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we just killed Dufresne.
Oh yeah.
It's the bird equivalent of that.
But Butts, what I was gonna say earlier was tell the story of horses. Tell the story of how you were betrayed at medieval times. How all of us were deceived.
Oh, was it because they were like, you will be cheering for the Red Knight, and they was like, yay!
Yes.
You will be cheering for the Blue Knight, yay! And like they came to my section, or our section that we were in, and I was like, yeah, who do we got? Who do we got? And like, you will be the Green Knight. And I was like, yeah, Green Knight, all right. And the Green Knight turns out is the bad guy. Like, yep, they got rid of the Black Knight, so they were just like, Green Knight's the bad guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm cheering for the bad guy. I don't want to cheer for the bad guy.
We found out towards the
God.
end we were the villains all along.
Yeah.
And now Butts can't trust men in armor.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't like any of you guys.
Oh, keep an eye on the horses.
There were horses. Rachel didn't care. She was just like, yeah, Green Knight, screw him up, yeah. Yeah. Go for the knee.
Be true to your school.
Yeah. Cheer for that Green Knight. Well, green's her favorite color too, so.
Oh, nice.
So she was just like, yeah, green.
Like, well, Butts, are you gonna be good or are you gonna be loyal?
Yeah.
She starts doing like the cop on training day, like, well, Butts, I thought you were with us. Are you with us or are you against us?
You are a serf. You need to support your knights and your vassal. Okay, way over here. Way over here, come here. There, no one can yell at me. I didn't take the cloud away. Ah, but I died that way. Yell at me for that, though.
A whole new way.
Yeah,
We did it.
That medieval times was a very roller coaster night for me because I was just like, oh, I get to cheer for the Green Knight, yay! Oh, he's the bad guy. And, oh God, there's birds of prey like it could eat me right now.
So,
Was this your first time there?
It's my first time, yeah, and
Nice.
the only time so
Yeah.
far.
oh yeah, there were these college kids that every time the princess would come out, the college kids would all go, "Oh baby!"
Yeah,
That's
really funny.
forgot about that. Oh baby.
So I went sometime last year, I think, 2019, and they've changed the story. It's really cool because or it's really progressive, I should say, because the king and the queen are now like the queen. It's like the queen and a duke. So it's like the woman that was the princess is now like the lady running the show. It was pretty cool. I was like, that's very progressive.
For something set in the 1300s.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked the change. It was a good idea. Mixed it up a little bit. Okay, it's 9:54. Let's go to Yulmore and trade out our Dosh.
I'm gonna get a belt.
It's been an interesting stream. We covered a lot of ground.
We covered
Yeah.
a lot of ground.
We laughed, we cried.
Hawk died. Hawk died in there. Luigi died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Rachel doesn't hear that.
Well, I love those things though. A lot of people think they're hokey, but I like video game creepypastas. One of the most famous one is called Been Drowned, if you want to look that one up. And it's about... I won't do the whole story. I won't spoil it. I'll tell it later. But it's basically about in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, one of the songs you play makes a little statue of yourself. But it's this really creepy, dumb-looking statue that comes out of you. And so it's basically a creepypasta about that freaky little statue. And by creepypasta is just... It's basically like a website. It's like a Wikipedia of fan-made creepy stories. That's just what that is. So if you don't want to have... If you want to go to bed with weird thoughts tonight, look up Been Drowned creepypasta.
I'm not big on horror, so I don't check that out.
Jameson of the Pre-Gamers wrote a creepypasta, not a video game one, but he wrote a creepypasta, like a Christmas one, and I read it, and it was really good. It was well done. It was creepy.
I'll read it. I'll absolutely read it. If you link it, I will read it.
Oh, I have no idea where it is, but I'll ask Jameson.
Yeah, or I might just ask him. I still haven't talked with Jameson personally, but like we've kind of had some back and forths on Facebook.
Oh, that's
before,
funny.
So.
He's a funny man. I appreciate Jameson.
Yeah, there's a whole half of the pre-gamers I haven't met. Okay, final question from the chat. How often does Butts wear his Georgia Southern Eagle shirt in Boone? Go Eagles. All right.
Oh, not very.
Defend.
Because 90%, 95%, most of the people here would just be like, oh, just they roll their eyes at it. But there are some hardcore people here that like would maybe not give me trouble for it, but like they would be very terse and not nice to me. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, I'll put it this way. I've got a Georgia Southern license plate on the front of my car, and there are some times where I'm just like, I worry that someone would like break it or something like that.
That sucks. This is the
Maybe
world
not
we
on
live in
purpose. Yeah, like I don't think they wouldn't take a bat to it or anything like that, but you know, if they're like walking back from the game and they're just like, "Brah!" like rowdy and drunk, they might be like, "Brah!" and like accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally break it. But
Gotcha.
so I don't wear it very often. But like when I go off the mountain, when I get to Lenore or something, I'm like, oh yeah, I deck out in Georgia Southern because I'm like, yeah, I can wear it. No one cares there.
Nice.
Lenore. Lenoir, as we call it. We need some hands.
Catholic caster. Don't
Catch these hands.
Catch these hands. All right, I'm gonna go to the hot tub and end it.
I find you like just face down. It's Josh, no!
I can do that. You know I can do that. I'm doing it right now. Yep, we'll be ending pretty much right at 10 o'clock tonight. We'll be very punctual. I'm slowly gearing up my my summoner just because it's at level 80 due to the whole scholar summoner thing, even though I'm never going to use it. But I'm like, I got tome stones to burn. Might as well.
As well, yeah.
So some of those, some of that Eden gear just went into my summoner, who's now level 456. Not bad for a class I'm never going to use. But if we need to go all range mode, all range DPS,
All range.
I'm in. All range.
I've got my.
mode.
All range.
I've got a machinist. We can do it.
Butts, remind me we need to do I Am Bread soon.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
All right, let me switch to my blue mage and self-destruct. Boom. And down. Okay. I did it a minute early. Oh, nope, there it is, 10 o'clock. Look at that.
445. If I do this. Love it. Got a new ring. I just went from item 445 to item 451.
Nice. It's a good ring.
6 levels.
All right. Well,
Hang on, I'm coming.
well, oh yeah, I'll wait till Bets gets here. So next week, what's next week? Tomorrow's a Mega Man 6. We're still doing Mega Man 6, which is actually a lot of fun. We really enjoy that so far. We still have to do the last half.
Yeah. God, I suck at Mega Man. Like, I watched the video the other day, and I was like, God, why am I not sliding underneath of these hits? I'm just taking them. Like, God, you suck, Butts. God.
You should leave a nasty comment to yourself in the video.
Yeah. Like, she's past me. You're an idiot.
Butts needs to learn to play. Jeez.
I think I was just so enraged by playing Mega Man again that I just couldn't think rationally. So.
But next week we're starting Pokemon Snap, since Pokemon Snap 2 has been announced. It's kind of a, I won't say it's anything official, but we're kind of unofficially doing like kind of fun summary games, I guess. Kind of unofficially. Yeah, whatever. I'm bred a summary, right? Like a summer.
It's like
bread.
toast. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the bread gets a tan. Yeah.
That's right. It's tanning. Yes, that's how we'll work it around. So that's it. Are you on the way, Butts?
I went to the wrong hot tub. Sorry. I went to the one inside. I was like, Josh isn't here.
Butts is just sitting in the hot tub, splashing around.
Like I'm in the neighbor's hot tub. I'm like, where's Josh?
Doing the little hand thing where you make the water pop up out of your hands.
I could never do that.
Every now and then I'll get it just right, and it'll do like a perfect little geyser, and I'm like, oh yes, and that's it. There he is.
No, Josh, no.
You're too late.
It should have been me.
It's
It
like-
should have been me.
It's a creepypasta. And then Butts walked into the hot tub, and Joshua's dead. Whoa! All right. All right, that's it for Riff Arcade. We hope you've all had a lovely night, both on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully the drop frames didn't mess you up too bad. I'll make it a point to fix that. So we'll see you on the next episode of Riff Arcade. See ya, bye. End card.